We're just 1 month away to get into summer, and today I'm gonna give you 5 beauty tips to transition easily and spring into summer. My first beauty tip has to do with blush. With a blush, you can change the mood from any kind of season. And I'm going to be using a pink blush to represent springtime. This one right here is one of my favorite ones. It's by Tom Ford. It's his new formulation in the shade Aflame. And this one, as you can tell, it's a beautiful pinky shade. What I love about these blushes from Tom Ford too is the formulation to begin with is gorgeous. It kind of like makes your skin look a little bit more blur, just so beautiful, and it doesn't sit on top of your makeup. And I love that they give you 2 shades in one. That way, if you want to drape your blush, you can do so. So I'm gonna apply it with my Refer number 18 brush, and I'm just gonna go first to this shade right here and just show you. And I will suggest, for a healthy glow, don't be scared. Just go ahead and apply it very near to your eye area. And this way, it just brings some more juice to your skin. Now, if you go with the deepest shade, you can drape it, and it just gives you a little bit of heat right there. You see? We're starting to looking more into like, oh, okay, you're getting more of like a little bit of color. There you go. This is completely a spring vibe right here. I also suggest to put a little bit of blush on your nose. Don't be afraid on it. It's super important that you don't forget your nose, mostly during spring and summertime, because that's when you're getting, you know, a little bit more color. And don't be afraid about blush. I mean, you know, blush, it just makes your skin look more healthy, more glowy. Now let me show you how to spring into summer with a shade that is just a little bit more warm, that it just gives you that golden hour kind of look, that it makes you feel like, oh, she's bronze. She is just like, have some, you know, like extra color. Let's turn up the heat, going with my Refer number 19 brush and Pat McGrath Desert Orchid, and see the magic happening in front of your eyes. You see right there? These give you that golden hour kind of look. It brings heat to your makeup. This is just so good. So good. I'm ready to take on to summer. Oh, yes, I am. My second beauty tip has to do with lips, and that's why I already removed my lip gloss. And this is the thing with anything that has to do with lips, there are so many different type of products that you can use, from lip glosses to lip oils to satin lipsticks to matte lipsticks. I'm not too fond to because they tend to do not look very youthful, so I will just skip that. Honestly, for spring and summer, I will just keep it more into lip glosses, lip oils, satin lipsticks, or, you know, tinted balms and so forth. So let me start first with a lip oil that really calls for a springtime, not only for the shade but the beauty of how it makes your lips look amazing. And this is by HERMES in the shade 03 Rose Pitaya. I love this shade. Look, this shade with the blush. This is total springtime, but something that will also definitely work for summertime. Just so beautiful, pink but not too much, and you see, with a very subdued kind of like eyeshadow look, you can just rock it with easy. And the beautiful thing about a lip oil too is that You don't even need a lip liner if you don't want to, mostly with this formulation from HERMES, because it doesn't bleed on the outer skirts of your lips, and it makes your lips look so beautiful, so shiny and juicy, and just like so gorgeous. This is a beautiful shade right now for springtime, but let me show you what I will do jumping into summertime. Also from Hermes, this amazing shade Coral Bigarad in 02. These Hermes lipsticks, they smell amazing. This one smells just so tropical, like if I'm in Hawaii enjoying a beautiful sunny day by the coastline. So good. And the beautiful thing about this lip oil shade is that it's between that orangey tone, but it also has a little bit of coral in it. So again, it's a transitional shade. Gorgeous. But I'm not only gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna give you, here you go, a bonus. It is also a lip oil, but here I have by Merit. This is the shade Pink Beet. If you want something for, like going into the afternoon, springtime still, and then going into like nighttime, then Pink Beet. Look at this. Yummy, delicious, full of pigmentation. Look at this spring shade by Merit. Isn't it this so lovely and beautiful, and like just a gorgeous pink tone that goes pretty much with every skin tone, I have to say. Just stunning spring vibe completely, but it's not just way too pinky. It's just a perfect transitional shade. But if you want to turn up the heat a little bit more, or like I said, perhaps something more for afternoon, evening, then go with Merit Cara. Look at that. Look at that. You see the differences? But now let me give you a couple of recommendations for actual lipsticks. If you are more into, you know what? I already passed the phase of lip oils. I'm okay. I can go for a lipstick. Let's go for it. Let me give you a couple recommendations right here. And this is another lip product from Merit. This is one of their new lipsticks in the shade Milennial. And these lipsticks, the beauty of them is that you can just go lightly, like tap it. And just have a little bit of a hint of color. Do you see right there? Isn't this so beautiful too? Or you can build intensity. Also, these lipsticks are more of like a satin formulation. Look at that pinky lip right there. Isn't it this lovely? And again, it's not that, oh, this is way too pink, that looks like the very beginning of springtime. No, this one is something that, okay, it's giving me some color right here, and I'm ready to spring into summer. So let's go ahead and let's just dive into summer. Turn up your lip game and go with Victoria Beckham Beauty. And this baby right here, it's an orange fire lipstick, and it's called Fire. Yeah, it is called Fire because this is fire. Wow. Now, if you want to see more orange lipsticks like this Victoria Beckham Beauty, I invite you to, after you watch this video, I do have my 5 top favorite orange lipsticks on my collection. This one wasn't included because it wasn't launched by the time that I record that video. But if you want to see amazing, gorgeous lip products in a fire orange tones in different actually kind of variations. Some of them have a little bit more red, some of them have a little bit more yellow in it. Yeah, I will put it up on the cards or in the description box below so you can take a peek at it. But now let's go into the third tip. And the third tip right here has to do with your jewelry. So this jewelry right here is just lovely. This is just a chunky kind of hoop, and then I have another hoop right here. This kind of jewelry right here, you can wear it any time of the year, but if you wanna spring into summertime, I would suggest you to go for something just a little that brings a little bit more summer closer. And I will suggest some shells or pearls. These ones right here are also by VINADER. They are the same brand where I got these chunky hoops right here. I love VINADER, and this video is not sponsored by them, but I just have to tell you that they have such amazing, beautiful jewelry. It's a luxury jewelry brand that they are carbon neutral too. I love their unique pieces, and they just have such an amazing variety. I do have a 20% off discount for you, my friends. Again, I will be leaving it on the description box below if you are interested to check them out. And let's just change these chunky hoops and let's put these beauties right here. See, right there is it start looking a little bit more okay. I'm getting ready into summer. Aren't those so pretty? I mean, these right here, they look very classy, unique, but this right here is like, ooh, summer vibes. Yes, but we cannot talk about beauty without talking about fragrances. It's super important. Yes, and here comes my fourth tip, and that has to do with layering. So there is a fragrance that I absolutely love for springtime, and this is my Delina, but it's not the original Delina. This right here is Delina La Rosee. It's a little bit more sparkling, a little bit more fizzy. It just have a little bit of this effervescent kind of scent that makes it a perfect fragrance both for a spring and summer. But it does have a little bit more of that floral note, right? Well, layering here, my friends, this is super important. This is a fragrance that I will suggest everybody that is into fragrances. If you wanna tweak just a little bit and bring summer, you have to have this fragrance. This is amazing for layering, and I'm talking about Juliette Has a Gun Vanilla Vibes. These two right here. These two right here. If you already have this one, or if you have any type of like white, floral, rosy kind of fragrances, but you want to tweak it so it becomes an ideal transitional kind of fragrance for summertime, a fragrance that is not really your, you know, fancy scent and lotion kind of fragrance. This one is it. And this one is, yes, it's vanilla, but it's not your typical vanilla kind of scent. This one has a little bit of kind of that creamy, coconutty kind of scent to it, that it just encompasses everything that has to do with summertime. So by layering these two together, you have the best of both seasons. This Delina La Rosee, because it's so fizzy and sparkling and not so serious as the original Delina, or even the Delina Exclusive, which I should do a ranking of my Delinas. Would you like to see that? Oh, because yeah, I can talk about my Delinas for a long time. These two right here, they just make the perfect combination for spring into summer. Absolutely, yes. But what about if you're telling me, Jackeline, but I don't have any floral fragrances? All my fragrances are, you know, kind of like, you know, full on summer, like say Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. This is my daily fragrance. Yes, for summertime, this is the one that I gravitate towards. This is an amazing yeah, call it a very luxurious suntan lotion kind of thing, but this is more than that. Oh my gosh, this is so, so good. Then I will suggest you to always have on your collection a floral based kind of fragrance, and I have it here in the box because this is just too beautiful to yeah, this is my Chantecaille Darby Rose, and yes, this is a rose scent, but I will have to say that this right here layers so well with Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, because although Darby Rose is a rose scent, it's not, I mean, it is a bouquet of roses, but it's not, don't get confused, it's not that, oh, kind of grandma, kind of rosy kind of scent. It is not. Please, 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 you know, like, erase that idea from your mind. This is just like a rose water, very subtle, very beautiful. I will say 1 spray of these, 2 sprays of Soleil Blanc by Tom Ford, and there you have it, a perfect combination if you have way too many fragrances, perhaps for summer. If you have Soleil Blanc and you want to just give it a little bit of that floral, kind of like transition in a spring vibe, yeah, this right here by Chantecaille is gorgeous. I mean, presentation is lovely, and having a rose fragrance on your collection, I think it's kind of the Juliette has again vanilla vibes. It's something that is a must. It's a must mostly for layering. And my last but not least recommendation on the layering department, if you picked up by my recommendation the new Chanel Paris Paris, I mentioned it on my review. Try layering it, and I had found that it layers beautiful with BDK Pas Ce Soir. And if you know, my friends, this fragrance right here, Pas Ce Soir, is one of my favorite fragrances. It's a little bit playful, it's a little bit fruity. Yes, it does have some florals in it, and interesting enough, it's more playful actually. It has a little bit more warmth in it. It's so good. And I find out that with Chanel Paris Paris, Chanel Paris Paris, if you go and watch my video, to me it's an experience kind of rose. It's not rose, you know, like front. No, in fact, it does have some tangerines and lemon, but to me the tangerine and lemon, they're a little bit more kind of like the peel of the fruit and not so citrusy. And I feel like these two, Pas Ce Soir by BDK and Chanel Paris Paris, oh my goodness, this just makes an amazing kind of like evening fragrance. Yes, you have to try them. You have to try them together. These two layered together are wow, and ideal for that transition between spring to summertime. This will get you so many compliments. My goodness, these are so good together. Try it and let me know. Okay, now into my 5th and last tip. You have seen nails. Whether you do your nails at a nail salon, or if you're like me, I do enjoy very much to do my fingernails at home. I do my pedicure at a salon, but my fingernails are something that I'm like, you know, I just want to pamper myself. I want to feel beautiful, and I want to change my nail polish as many times as I want to. And you know, friends, I have this love relationship with Gucci Annabel Rose. This is a gorgeous neutral nail polish that honestly works for all year round. But another nail polish that I have been enjoying so much during this springtime comes from one of the latest collections from Chanel, and this is Onirique 923. It's a pinky tone, stunning. Now be daring, change. If you don't change for at least kind of like a peachy kind of tone nail polish, I mean, what more than a gorgeous orange nail polish than this one by Hermes. This one is in Orange Poppy. I know these are hard to find, so I will make everything possible to make sure I find you where you can get this baby right here. I will put it in the description box below. If I find 2, 3, 4 different places, I will do so. If you are not doing so yet, follow me on Instagram because I keep you posted not only when there's a new beauty release, but also when something comes back in stock too. So that's very important. And here on my YouTube channel, you want to make sure you have that post notification bell on, because I post on my community tab when I see something that again comes back in stock, something new, blah 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 blah, right? So this shade right here is stunning. Look at Orange Poppy. This is just amazing. If I find something I like to this shade right here, because I do have a ton of shades on my collection, I will make sure to also put it on the description box below. Bonus right here, my friends. So I will say another thing that you can do is actually do your hair, put it on the back, and you can just have a small clip. You can put it up, or you could just tie it up on the back and then bring this forward. Whoops. Right there. And you see the first look with my hair all over on the side, it didn't look bad. It looked really nice, you know, feminine, more sweet, more springy time. While this one right here is like more summer vibe. Also can be for evening look. You can loosen up the waves too, or wear it straight. I actually just did my hair today, that's why it's like wavy like that. But yeah, this is another really good way to, you know, like it's getting hot, let's change it up a little, let's jazz it up. Okay, my friends, and I think this makes it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I was really excited to put it together. I have been thinking about all these things and wanted to really give you these tips right here to make it easy to transition. Perhaps you already have some of these products right here, so you don't necessarily have to shop for more, but just how very easy, in a very little steps, how to change your look, to just make it super easy to transition from one season to the other. Okay, my friends, and I think this makes it for this video. I would love to know from you, do you have some tips how to spring into summertime? If you have some suggestions on some fragrances that you like to layer together, let's just continue the conversation on the comment section down below. While you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.